public school around my house, they're all into it, so
Hmm.
it's real different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really big danger these days. So, Johnny, what do you like best about school? Any particular subject?
Latin's fun.
Latin.
Everybody said it was hard, but we got a fun teacher.
Uh huh. Good teacher makes all the difference, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Any ideas about what life's all about, Johnny?
What life's about?
Yeah, what's life about?
Oh, I don't know. You only live once.
You only live once, huh?
Take chances. Not too big, but I don't know. Haven't thought about that.
Haven't thought about life yet, huh?
Well, I have, but I haven't come to a conclusion.
Haven't drawn any philosophical conclusions about what life is.
Not yet.
Okay. All right. Taking any philosophy courses at school? Do they offer philosophy yet?
Philosophy, as in.
As in, just do you have a course called philosophy at school? No.
Not yet.
What about college? What are your hopes for college? Where do you want to go?
Ooh. See, right now I'm trying to forget about everything but school and
Mm-hmm.
sports for a while now. Jenna's gone, so I'm gonna concentrate on school. Just I was upstairs studying, so I'm gonna try to get to Notre Dame, possible. It's a hope, but I still have 4 years, so Notre Dame, Georgetown.
One of the big ones, huh?
Yeah, I want to go to big school.
Uh-huh.
Hope.
What's the fascination with a big school? Why is that so exciting?
Oh no, the seems like you make it better in life. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know Notre Dame. O'Day's like one of the top recruiting schools from Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just pretty. That's a help. It'll help me get into that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Did you have a relative that went to Notre Dame?
Yeah, my grandpa went there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Your grandpa went. Yeah, that'd be nice too. That'll help you when you go to put that on your resume that your grandpa went there.
But only the top 1,800 out of about 20,000 made it in this
Yeah,
year.
it's
So.
tough.
I
Real
don't know.
tough. Oh, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Anything you want to say for my movie? For anybody that might be watching it, like yourself, several years from now? Anything you want to say?
Um, I hope I'm still doing as good as I am now. When I watch this next, I hope I'm still doing good.
Still doing good, huh?
Yep.
Any New Year's resolutions?
To not have a not have any girlfriends, so I can stick with sports and school right now. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, girlfriends take a lot of time, don't they?
Yeah, I found that out.
Who have we got here? Kevin Rudolph Huff? No, not Rudolph. Michael. Kevin Michael Huff. And he's how old?
10.
The Big 10. Big 1-0. First decade. Old man, huh? Okay. Gotcha. So, Kevin, what have you been doing here since you've been at Connie and Bill's house?
Well, nothing really.
Nothing? You've been
Well,
here since Christmas doing nothing?
we had a really good time on Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And, well, we played a couple days. Well, I think it was yesterday, the day before. Played basketball
Uh-huh.
down at high school.
Uh-huh.
And we played football out in the yard.
Mm-hmm. What about when you're in the house? What do you like to do with the other guys when you're in the house? Anything in particular?
Play games.
Play games? What kind of games do you like? What are you playing now? Were you playing a game when you came out? No?
Well, I was playing bingo with them.
Oh, you're playing bingo. Have you won anything yet? What did you win?
One a frisbee and 2 sticky things.
Wow. Wow. That's fun playing bingo with Grandma, isn't it? Yeah. So tell me about life in Edmonds. What goes on in Edmonds these days?
Well,
do with your friends?
Sometimes go down to a place called the Boys Club Field and play there, or the Francis Anderson Center.
Can you speak up just a little bit, Kevin? Because I have a hard time hearing you. You go. Where do you go? Boys Club?
The Boys Club or the Francis Anderson Center.
What's at the Francis Anderson Center?
There's a big football field, sort of, and there's a basketball court inside.
And so you play around there, huh?
Yeah.
What about at school? What kind of things are you studying at school? Nothing?
Just doing everything.
Everything, huh? Math and science and spelling and reading. What kind of things do you like the best?
Math.
Math
Math and art.
and art, huh? You like art? What kind of art projects have you had this year?
Well, we made some owls and we've made lots of angels and we've made lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kevin, what do you think about life? What's life all about? You have any idea what the purpose of life is all about? You have any idea why we're here on planet Earth?
See what's it about.
Just to see what's here, huh? Any idea what you want to be when you get older? Your dad and your mom?
I want to be a veterinarian.
A veterinarian, huh? What do you think would be the most fun about being a veterinarian?
Helping animals.
Yeah. Now you know sometimes you might have to do an operation on a little dog or a little kitty. Would that be okay? Do you think you could handle that? Yeah? No problem, huh? What kind of animals would you like to work with? Maybe elephants or rhinoceroses or little tiny mice, or what kind of animals would you like to work with?
Well, all kinds.
All kinds. Huh? Birds? So what kind of animals do you have at home right now?
We have a dog named Duchess,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a bird.
A bird. How's your bird doing?
Good.
Who's taking care of him while you're gone at Christmas?
Well, my next door neighbors.
What's your bird's name? I've forgotten.
Lemon Drop.
Lemon Drop? Is he lemon? Is he yellow?
Yeah.
He's not a lemon. He's a yellow bird. Huh? Okay. Speaking of colors, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple, huh? You always like purple? What do you like to eat? If I was going to have dinner at my house, what would you like to eat when you came?
I like green spaghetti.
Is that your favorite thing?
I have lots of food. I like pineapple.
Pineapple? So maybe you'd like to go to Hawaii someday. Eat fresh pineapple, huh? So tell me about your girlfriends, Kevin. You got any girlfriends these days? No? Have you ever had a girlfriend that you liked? Anybody special? Not yet. Kind of young to have girlfriends, isn't it? Well, do you know what New Year's resolutions are all about, Kevin? You got any New Year's resolutions for 1989?
Not yet.
Anything you hope that will happen in next year? Would like to see? If you could have one wish that would come true, any wish that you wanted, what would it be?
Everyone would be happy.
Everyone would be happy. That would be a nice wish, wouldn't it? Anything you want to say for my movie that we haven't talked about? I'm going to be watching this for a few years from now. Anything you want to say to yourself? No? Okay. So, Derek, how old are you these days?
14
14
and a half.
and a half. Birthday in April, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. 14. Oh, yeah. So, what are you enjoying the most about Christmas?
Well, I think the sports we've been playing have been real fun, like basketball and when we played football outside.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Have you gotten into any wrestling matches with your cousins yet to see if you can pin them?
Well, kind of small ones, but
Small ones.
nobody wants to except for Johnny, but I don't want to wrestle with Johnny.
So what kind of wrestling do you do at school? What do they do it by weight or how do they do that?
Yeah, by weight and by categories. There's freshman and there's junior varsity and there's varsity. The three categories that you're put under in weight. There's 3 people in my weight class, and I'm wrestling freshman. And then there's another boy in my weight class who's better than I am, who's wrestling varsity. So it's kind of categorized up twice, and I like that.
Sure, that's great. How do you like the rest of the school? Being in the public schools now again, how is that going for you?
It's pretty good. There's a lot to get used to being homeschooled and being in a private school for so long. But it's
What kind of things do you have to get used to?
well, it's a very different crowd, very different bunch of people. There's there's one boy there that goes to our church, and then there's another boy who goes to a church that our youth group has spent time with, and so I did know a couple kids there that are, but other than that, pretty much everyone else was strangers, and I had to
Break into new
Yeah.
circles of friends, huh? That's always hard. Yeah. So have you made friends with some of the kids at school that you didn't know before?
It's kind of hard having it be so different. Besides not only seeing them at school, I haven't made any really strong, lasting friendships. But I already have a bunch of those. I don't feel that I really.
You'd have to go out and get a whole bunch more because you've already got some friends anyway.
Yeah.
So, how's it like? What kind of changes have been going through the house now that Jared's entered and you've got another boy in the family and a baby? What any changes going on for the family?
Well, I can't say that I'm the only boy with 4 sisters anymore.
No notoriety in that, huh?
Yeah, but everything seems to be going. It's just pretty much mental that we now have 6 kids in the family. It doesn't really seem to have changed a whole lot, except for when I changed diapers.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, it's different changing a boy's diaper now. It's been a while when a few years back when Mom used to babysit little boys, then I changed their diapers. But other than that, it's been a long time since I've changed a boy's diaper, so it's kind of interesting.
You're pretty mellow about changing diapers. When I asked Joey and Justin to do it, they did not real crazy about the idea. But
Yeah, it's better with Jared because he likes being on his back and he likes getting his diaper changed because I know he doesn't like having a dirty diaper, but it seemed especially with Elizabeth, she didn't like to get her diaper changed, so it was harder.
That's how you got started in wrestling, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me, Derek, what do you think about life in general? Any ideas about the purpose of life? Given any idea to why we're here, what it's all about?
Well, that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
I think it'd have to do a lot with religious beliefs because I believe that I'm here to give glory to God, and I plan on having a fun time along the way.
Okay. Oh, what about the future? Have you given any thought to what you'd like to be when you get older?
Well, I got a big list of stuff. I can't seem to narrow it down. I'd like to be an architect because I've been doing drafting in school and I really like that, and I've thought about doing that for quite a while. And I'm also thinking about an artist and a painter, and I'm still sort of clinging on to the idea of a lawyer. I still kind of like that idea. I've been,
Come down to Monmouth and join your uncle. That'd be great. That'd be great. So it's going to be hard to narrow those all down, but you got some time to do it yet. Okay, any New Year's resolutions, things that you'd like to see in 1989?
I had one. Now I can't think of it. I thought of it like a month ago. Let's see. I know. Maybe that sometime in the month of January that I'll get all the letters written that I've stacked up that I need to write.
Yeah, that's always a task as well. As long as
And that I'll keep on doing it all through the year because
keep up with them.
I'm bad at writing letters.
Yeah. You did a good job on that threat book for your dad, though. That was fun to read. That's really fun. So, getting your letters done for New Year's, and if you had one wish, anything you could wish for, what would it be? What might it be?
Probably that there'd be more time in a day to get stuff done.
Pretty busy guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff to do, and by the time that's all done, there doesn't seem to be much left to kick back and relax after wrestling and stuff like that, and homework.
Yeah, much time. Busy guy. Really busy guy. What do you think about having this big crowd here? Is that when it's always fun to have cousins and stuff, but does it add to that stress of having a lot of things to do that you normally wouldn't have? Is it?
Well, it doesn't seem very much for me. For some other people in the family, well, especially Mom, because she's the organizer. She's organizing it all. But for me, I don't know. I like having a bunch of people over. Like at Thanksgiving, I just loved it, and now I really like it too, just because having the house full. I love company.
You like Christmas better when you travel or when you have it at your own house?
Well, that'd be hard to say because there's advantages and disadvantages to both. But I kind of like going over and traveling. Everybody likes to go over at everybody else's house anyway.
Like to travel and get a new perspective.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything, Derek, that you want to say to my movie so that when you look at it years from now, you can say something to yourself or others watching?
Well, maybe just to comment that I really think that we got an exceptional family here because everybody seems to, we have our fights and stuff, but everybody seems to get along really well, considering the age differences in everybody and the personality and likes and dislikes. It seems to really get along real well.
Works out pretty smoothly, doesn't it? Okay, that's great. What are you doing before you came outside?
I was doing bingo.
Bingo! Everybody's playing bingo with Grandma, huh? Is that fun?
Yes.
Have you won anything yet?
Yeah.
What did you win?
A frisbee, a gooey caterpillar, and also some pom-poms.
Ooh, wow, you made quite a haul, huh? Boy. So what do you like to do here while you're at Christmas, besides bingo?
Well, I like playing with my friends.
What do you play with them?
Well, we play dinosaur games, and we play with the Barbies and stuff. And we tell stories. And we play Sorry. And also Dungeon Dice.
Dungeon Dice? What's Dungeon Dice?
It's one of the games there where people are in a castle that's capturing some people, and you have to get off the board to win.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one to get off the board is the one who wins.
I see. I see. Okay.
And you have to have cards like a mouse, 2 mouses, and bombs, or ones that are like the little eruption of little rocks falling down. And just digging hole stuff too.
I see. So
Maybe
Alyssa,
bones of the guards or something.
what do you like best about school these days? What subjects?
Well, I like going out to recess and math.
Mm-hmm. Recess and math. You like to work with numbers, huh?
I like math.
Good. Good.
I really like working at school, except sometimes I don't want to be at school.
What would you like to be doing?
I'd like to be having a vacation or
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to just sit in school all day sometimes, isn't it? Yeah. So, what do you think life's all about, Alyssa? You given it any thought why we're here?
Well, for Christmas, because we take groups like first we probably did at Grandma and Grandpa's house, I think, and then I think we go then the Huffs, and then yours, then this place, which is Hood River, and then my house, and then it goes to Grandma and Grandpa's, and then the Huffs, and then your house, and then the Greens, and then our house.
What about life, though? Just being alive. Why do you suppose we're alive? Any good reason?
Well, it's because the Lord was born, but He died for our sins, but we're here because He died.
I see.
And also God would like to have some good people that didn't kill Jesus, that didn't want Him to die.
I see. Okay. All right. Listen, if you could have one wish that would come true, what would that wish be?
That would be to see God and His Son.
Oh, well, that would be quite a wish. Wouldn't it? So, what do you think about your pets these days?
Well, I think they're very good, except our lamb isn't being very good, because most of the time he just stands on his hind legs and he goes down and he bats people. Except I really like our goat, because he's really sweet, but he always gets bit by that little sheep, even though the goat is older than the sheep. But the sheep's a big ram, and I think we're going to get a newbie in vet. The cats, we only have 2 of them, but we started out with 8. But we only have a couple chickens now, and we have a new leader of our chickens. One of our chickens, its name is Gary. And the one that used to be the leader was Joshua. Now his comb's very small. But the leader always has a very big comb.
I see. So have you given any ideas to what you'd like to be when you get older? Like
Well,
your
I
mom?
think I might be a scientist and a parent, and I draw things of the things that I get out of the rock and stuff of dinosaurs and just studying fish and stuff.
Maybe an archaeologist or something. Huh? That sounds exciting.
But I'll probably be a mom, and I'll take my kids to school, and I'll take the car, and I'll go to my work, and I'll find some things, and I'll probably be in a museum, and I'll be studying fish and stuff.
Well, that sounds exciting.
But if I'm not one of those, then I'll be an art teacher like my mom and dad.
That would be fun too, wouldn't it? They enjoy that.
But if not that, I might just be, someone who sells plants or something.
Like a lot of things to choose from, aren't there?
There's a lot of good things to choose from. Or I could be someone who sells pets, except I find some somewhere and I take care of them and stuff. But I don't kill them if no one wants them, because if no one wants the pets, I'd probably keep them for my own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I imagine you'll have a lot of pets when you grow up.
I imagine too.
Mm-hmm.
Probably have a lot of kids too.
Think so?
Yeah,
How many kids do you think you'll have?
probably 8 or 7.
8 or 7. Yeah. That would be fun. Keep you pretty busy.
Yeah, washing the dishes and everything.
So, what do you like to eat these days? Do you have a favorite food?
Well, my favorite food is fruits and vegetables.
Uh-huh. You've always liked fruits and vegetables.
Mhm. That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah. You still like asparagus?
Yeah,
That's nice.
I still like broccoli too.
Well, listen, we're going to be starting a brand new year here in 1989. Do you know that? Pretty soon, in just a few days. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, we're going to be starting a brand new year. Do you have any ideas or wishes for 1989 for the new year?
Well, what I have for wishes is I'm hoping that it's a good year, that everyone has good times, and that everyone will have a happy time every day and be just so happy.
That sounds like a really nice resolution. Do you want to go back in and play bingo?
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for Aunt Sally, doll. Okay. Elizabeth. Good morning. Is it still morning? Huh? No, it's afternoon, isn't it? How old are you today? Are you 5?
1.
You're 1? Only 1? Are you pretty close to 2? Like last October? Were you born in October? Yeah. So
Me
what were you doing in the house, Elizabeth, before you came outside?
I've been doing a slide a couple of ways.
What have you been doing?
I just go outside a couple of ways.
Oh. Have you been playing with anybody in the house?
I put in the snow and then I didn't bite it.
Did you play in the snow? Was that fun?
And then I go bye-bye.
You went bye-bye? Who did you go bye-bye with?
I didn't know me and Daddy.
Andrew and Emily and Daddy? Mm-hmm.
I'll be way home now.
What?
I mean, did they come in the house and do something?
Oh.
Who's tic-tacs?
Who's Tic-Tacs? Are those Grandpa's?
Yeah. I taste these.
Did you?
I open these sometimes.
Uh-huh. Elizabeth, could you count for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11? You can count all the way to 11? That's good. That's good.
I got a burger.
You do, huh? Elizabeth, can you tell me the 23rd Psalm? Can you tell me that?
La la bye. La la bye. La la bye. La la bye.
Oh, that's
Lullaby.
pretty. Do you know any other songs?
It's good.
Huh? Any other songs that you know?
Coupons.
Coupons? What are you talking about? What do you
Those.
see?
I see those in there.
Are those for Grandma? Do you save coupons?